I really think that the head coach needs to be able to captain the ship when the seas are when the seas have storms, and really keep everything settled. When you go through hard times and you can keep everyone together, to me, that's like the critical piece in a market like this. Like, you have to be strong. I mean, if he's jumping off the boat and everyone else starts jumping off the boat, it's a hot mess. So the stability was a big piece of it. The detail that he coaches with, taking some of the mistakes from the game, bringing them to practice, and making sure that we're doing things the right way. I saw a lot of progress in that. There's a reason why we went from 3 to 7 wins. The player aspect of it is important, but also the detail and bringing the team together and sticking through those hard times allowed us to push through. And you saw a lot of those wins happening towards the back end of the season. If it's not for him, I really don't think that's the case. I think it starts to crumble. Everyone starts to do their own thing. So to me, that was a critical piece in this.
You have complete autonomy on that too. Is that totally your choice?
Yeah, so it's my call, and what I do is I get with George and Kevin and give my input. And the nice thing about this, we were all on the same page.
Did you talk to Jim Harbaugh or his agent? And if not, why not?
No, I haven't talked to Jim.
Brian, why is
He's
it
the coach of Michigan. Sorry.
Right. Did you? He was not a consideration. You did not see him as a.
No, like I said, we're going with Matt, and I gave you the reasons why. I think go through. I didn't go talk to anybody.
I mean, look, it's kind of an inartful way to ask the question. They're never going to tell you they talked to Jim Harbaugh while they still have Matt Eberflus under contract. That's not how it works. You get yourself in trouble with the NFL if you start your coaching search before you fired the guy that you have. Now, it wouldn't be unprecedented, but you don't talk about it openly if you're doing it. So, there was a thought that if they could upgrade to Jim Harbaugh, maybe they should, but you have to be damn sure you can get Jim Harbaugh. And, hey, there's something to be said for continuity and stability. There's something to be said for giving a guy a chance to settle in. And look what happened late this year. What happened? They were better.
Exactly.
Now, I don't like the idea of making the changes offensively. I don't like the half measure.
I'm with you there.
Let's keep it all together.
Right.
Because now Justin Fields is going to have a new offensive coordinator. Who's it going to be? What are they going to do with him? Are they going to get the most out of him, or is it going to be a crap show? So they were showing signs of real progress.
Agreed.
I don't know why they felt compelled to dump Luke Getsy.
I don't understand that either. I don't. There was a little bit, I know, of a fan uproar there in Chicago at one point during the season, but I would think the way the last half of the season shook out, that would, ease people's pains a little bit, right? Now, again, you look at where they are the last 2 seasons, yeah, it's not all that impressive. We know that. We understand that. But it was better this year. It's going in the right direction. Justin Fields looks like he turned the corner, in my opinion. And then when you get into really, like you just said, the last 6 to 8 weeks, I'd go the Bears played as good a football as anybody in the game. Anybody. It's the number 1 run defense in the game. They got a lot of young talent. Matt Eberflus has done a great job coaching that side of the ball, right? Offensively, I really thought that, Justin Fields has made a lot of progress. It's not just, running now. It is standing in the pocket and making pretty good decisions and being a pretty good thrower, right? It's not superstar thrower, but it's still really good. And I think I said to you last week it might have been like, 2 out of every 4 throws. Last year I'd have been like, oh my gosh, that's a horrible throw. Now I never say it's a horrible throw. And now it's like 4 out of every 5 throws, I go, that's on the money. You'd like it to be 5 out of 5, but it's not there yet. They got special things there. I'm shocked. I like what the offense was doing. The number 1 rushing offense, right? They've learned how to play with DJ Moore, and Darnell Mooney wasn't totally his 100%. I'm a little surprised by the whole thing, too. I'm glad, though, ultimately they kept Matt Eberflus. Like you've heard me say, they've been playing good football. They didn't really try to win last year. This is what I hate about those years, right? Last year, they decided not to spend money or try to win or do anything, but yet we're going to blame the head coach for not being better here now and not really look at the context of the situation. This is the first year they're going to really, draft picks, big money, go out there, change their football team, and I'm glad that they kept Eberflus. I don't understand the Getsy thing. I'm with you there.
Yeah, and look, you either get another offensive coordinator who doesn't work and everyone gets fired, and it's going to be harder to get a great offensive coordinator with this kind of cloud hanging over Eberflus and the notion that he's going to be on the hot seat, because he will be, or you get a great offensive coordinator and he becomes a head coach somewhere else. And then you got to go find another offensive coordinator. So it's one of the reasons why I'm a big believer, all due respect to defensive coaches, of hiring offensive coaches and tying that coach and the quarterback together, ideally for 10 years or longer. Okay, so we heard, I'll get there one of these days, heard from Ryan Poles as to why he didn't fire Matt Eberflus. Let's hear from Matt Eberflus as to why he did fire Luke Getsy.
The growth and development of the offense, to me, needed to be better than what it was. And, to me, you look at the passing game, certainly that's one aspect of it. And that's where it is. And we decided to move on from that. And again, that was my decision. Obviously conferring with, Ryan and George and Kevin. And we made that decision this morning.
What do you want to be good at offensively?
It depends on who's available for the skill, right? Who's available for that game. I think you have to do multiple that way, and who you playing. Is the team really good at stopping the run? And you're going to have to find other ways to move the ball down the field. And I think that's what we're talking about, the multiplicity of being able to bend and adjust, not only before the game but also in game.
That's encouraging if that's what they're looking for. First, you got to find it. You don't want somebody who is tied to a system. I'm bringing my system. Well, what are you going to do with Justin Fields? Well, he's going to succeed in my system or he's not. No, you need an offense that's going to get the most out of your players, the players you have, the players you will have. An offense that can be flexible, that can be malleable, to fit the players and to get the most out of whatever each opposing defense is giving you. They only got 11 guys to cover the field behind them. You figure out what they do, and you do things, you plan things, you execute things to take advantage of the opening that is necessarily left. When some of those guys go one way, you have a chance to go the other way. So I like the idea.
Yeah.
It's just easier said than done.
Right. I'm interested to see where it goes, right? I mean, I know, we've heard, I heard they're going to interview Shane Waldron, the OC, or they requested an interview with Shane Waldron, the Seahawks offensive coordinator. I want to go, it's a very similar system. That's where, and I'd go, what in Seattle has happened that would give you the confidence to go, oh, that'll be better than what Luke Getsy did. So, to your point, yeah, they better pick this right here and make sure they do get the right guy. And then, yes, to your point, too, this is not going to be your normal standard offense to a lot of these offensive coordinators. You're going to get an offensive coordinator that understands quarterback design runs and how to use a guy like Justin Fields and his movement abilities that we know are special. So I'll be interested to see where this goes and what kind of hire they make.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.